Hello everybody, so you're going to Halloween Horror Nights 2021 in Hollywood and are curious if the RIP tour is worth the money. Well, this video should make it a lot easier to decide that. So let's start with the perks. It comes with a one-time RIP entry to each maze and unlimited express access to all the mazes, all the rides, and any attractions that they have. It also comes with tour exclusive photo opportunity, a private RIP trolley transportation, reception featuring an all-you-can-care-to-eat dinner. But alcohol is not included, which is it's really terrifying without alcohol. And one complimentary valet parking. The event starts at 7, but if you purchase your tickets online, you can get in for early access at 6 p.m. And to be honest, I had no idea what to expect even after I read that, so I recorded my experience and I'm gonna take you step by step. So valet parking is included, but it's in the Jurassic Park parking structure, which is kind of a far way to walk if you're considering valet, because it's almost like general admission can park closer. And I'm just saying this for people who are expecting to like park in the front. That's kind of what I thought, that I was going to park in this parking lot here that is a lot shorter of a walk than the one in valet, but that's something to consider. So when you reach the main entrance, you're going to head all the way to the right. You're going to reach guest services and then see where it says VIP. That's actually where you check in and you walk on a red carpet. But the best part about this that you need to remember is they validate your parking. So don't forget to give them your ticket so they can stamp it and you don't have to pay. Now you head upstairs to the VIP lounge where you're basically just waiting for the park to open or for your tour to start. I had an 8 p.m. slot, so I was there just until they allowed people to go in at about 6 p.m. You have complimentary water, and then you have this really cool lounge where you can just sit back and again wait for your tour to start or wait for the park to open. Here I am lounging on the couch getting pumped up for Halloween Horror Nights 2021, watching all of the teasers that they have for all the mazes this year. They also have this really cool outdoor patio where you can just lounge and oversee everyone coming into the event. It's awesome views as you can see, and it does get really packed at the park opening time. So just plan for that. Definitely get there with some time to spare. So my tour time was at 8 p.m. So when the park had early opening at 6 p.m., I went down to the bottom lot to check out two of those mazes that open 1 hour early. The mazes are The Exorcist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The two mazes on the bottom lot can get upwards to 50-minute wait times for each of the mazes, but since you're doing the RIP tour, you don't have to wait, you get instant access. I was able to do both mazes 2 times before heading back upstairs to check out the park opening. Keep in mind that they want you to check in about 15 minutes before your tour time. Since mine was at 8 p.m., I was able to check out The Bride of Frankenstein, I checked out Halloween 4, then I went behind Harry Potter, which is a very long walk, so keep that in mind. So I put on my power walking shoes and I headed down that way to check out The Haunting of Hill House and the Pandora maze, and I was actually able to do those 2 mazes 2 times, but keep in mind you're gonna have to power walk all the way back to make it on time. You may not want to do that. You have plenty of time with the express pass to not have to rush like I did, but that's something to consider, that it's a very far walk and a lot of it's uphill, so keep that in mind too. So then I headed back to the main entrance to go to the VIP lounge to meet up with the tour guide, and from there you can actually take a bathroom break. They have a bathroom in there, so that's a bonus. From there your group meets up and you meet your tour guide.
Hi, my name's Angela. I'm going to be your tour guide tonight, and my job is to make sure that your Horror Nights experience is easy and fun and awesome and scary.
So the purpose of the tour guide is for them to take you to each maze and the terror tram as well as the Jabberwocky show. So basically they take you to each one by one, so you're not having to rush. You can just chill and walk with them and they take you straight to the front of the line. But remember, even though you're doing the tour, you still have access to express pass on your own. You don't need to be on the tour in order for you to get in front of the line. The great thing about the terror tram is you actually take your own individual terror tram with only your group in it, which saves a lot of time of having to wait for everyone on the board on the normal terror tram. So once you go through all the mazes and you do the terror tram, you get really hungry. So they have a buffet for you. They have really good food with cookies and so much stuff, and that's about 1 hour and 40 from what I gathered from when the time that your tour starts. So I started at 8 p.m. and we were in there eating by 9:40 p.m. And just so you know, you have access to that eating area for the entire night after you first go in there. Just keep in mind that they stop serving food about 2 hours before the park closes, but they do let you go in there for refreshments and for coffee and for cookies and all the desserts. So if you have a sweet tooth, make sure you get in there 1 hour before the park closes so you don't lose those cookies. And they're really good, by the way. They're really good. it. So for example, if they close at 2, you have until 1 a.m. for those desserts. If they close at 1, you have until midnight for those desserts. Once you're done eating, you can check out the exclusive photo opportunities that they have. So if you want to take an Instagram picture, this is definitely a bonus to flaunt, because people are like, where did you take that? Like, I didn't see it last time I went to Horror Nights. Well, that's because I was on the RIP tour, bro. You also have the option to check out the Jabberwockies show with early entrance and special seating for your group. I didn't check it out. I wanted to check out the mazes about 17 times because I could. So I skipped the show, but if that's something you're interested in, just know that they do have a special early entrance for you and a special location for you to sit. So after your tour is done, you basically have free roam to do whatever you want. And I really got confused with how they worded things, but just keep in mind that you do have unlimited access to front of the line for all of the mazes, even after your tour is over. So if that confused you, because it did for me, I'm answering it. You can go and trust me, I used and abused that express pass. It was almost like the scare actors were like, are you back? I've seen you 16 times tonight. Now let's get serious. Let's talk about the price, because this thing is not cheap. It starts at $2.99 upwards to $4.49 depending on the date that you go. Keep in mind that the closer it gets to Halloween, the more demand there is, and you're going to spend a lot more money. So if you're considering this and you can go early in the season, I definitely recommend you do that option. But ultimately, it's up to you whether this experience is worth it for you. I will tell you that I enjoyed my experience. I had a blast. I loved the idea of just being able to go through things without having to wait 1 second, like you just go right in. But at the same time, I hate lines. So really ask yourself, do you want to wait in line for even 30 minutes? I also want to mention one last perk. If you have not been to Universal Studios in the daytime, or you're out of town, or you just haven't been, this also includes unlimited front of the line for all the rides. So they have Harry Potter Land open this year. They have Jurassic World, The Mummy, Transformers. You can get on those rides without having to wait in line. So I hope this helped you guys with a decision on whether or not to do the RIP tour. But if you are doing it, have a lot of fun and eat a lot of food and drink a lot of water. Oh, the cookies, dude, the cheesecake they have there, and the woo! And then you can get some coffee to get some energy to burn those calories and go back in and get some more cheesecake and cookies and mud pie. Everybody have a great haunt season once again. But more importantly, be one with one another. And always remember, well, whatever it is you need to remember. Goodbye.